Hello, my name is Matthew Williams, and I'm here to take you through the Self-Employment Income Support Grant, which has recently been released, and there are a few things that you have to go through to be able to claim the grant. So firstly, what you'll need is your UTR number, which is your unique tax reference number. That'll be on any HMRC documents that you would have had over time, and you're also your national insurance number. In addition, you'll also need your passport, P60, or driving license, and to be able to access the next part of the grant. So what I'm going to do today is show you how you can check that you're eligible for the grant. And then secondly, how you set up your personal tax account, and therefore when HMRC release the grant application, you'll be able to apply through that service. So I'm going to show you my screen, and you'll be able to follow through exactly what needs to be done. So firstly, what we'll be looking at is your eligibility to claim the income support grant for those who are self-employed. Now, there is an online tool available, and once you click on that, and I'll put the address up on the screen, you click through and it'll ask you for your UTR number. So we'll go through this. And once you click on that, it'll ask you then for your national insurance number. And it'll tell you whether you're eligible or not eligible. Now, in this case, the UTR number and the national insurance number I've used are not eligible, and it tells you why. Now, you have to meet the certain criteria in terms of your income, the level of profits that you have, and whether you've submitted your 2018-19 tax return. If you are successful at this stage, it will say you are eligible, and at that point, we'll give you a date which you're able then to claim your grant. So you need to make a note of that date. Next, you'll have to set up your personal tax account. And there are various ways in which you can do this. I will show you through one example through the HMRC website. Firstly, go to www.gov.uk/personal-tax-account. It'll take you to this screen, and it'll ask you then to start either the sign-in process or a setup process. So we click Setup Now. If you already have a user ID government gateway, you can click on here. Alternatively, if you don't have an account, it asks you to create an account at the bottom. Continue. So if you do have a recent P60 or a valid passport, you can click through to the government gateway. Alternatively, if you have your address and a valid photo ID of your driving license, you can go through the government.uk verify account. So for this example, we'll go through the government gateway. It'll give you some guidance notes regarding COVID-19. You can read those if you'd like, but actually what we will do then is continue to your account and create sign-in details at the bottom here. What it will do, it will ask you then to set up and confirm your email address. And then that will come through to your email address with a code. You enter the code through from your phone or your email address to the confirmation code here. I'm just waiting for that to come through. That email is confirmed. Now, what you do at that point, you can enter your full name. And it asks you at that point to create a password. There's a recovery word that you can also use, just in case you forget. So this is your government user ID. So you need to either take a picture of it or write it down somewhere safe. From that, it asks you how you'd like to access your account. Now, for the self-employment income support grant, it'll be an individual basis, and you can continue. And I'll ask you for additional security steps then. So what HMRC are trying to do is add in additional authentication to make sure that you are the person. So we've put a text message in there. It is a UK mobile number, access code, and the access number should come to my phone then. So it's going to ask you to ask some questions. Re-enter your national insurance number. And the date of birth. It'll then go through and asks you for verification. So we have the passport details here. Do we give consent? Yes. The passport number. Passport expiry date. Okay, and we can sign into the personal tax account now. Okay. So now it'll take me through to your personal tax account, and from there you can check a lot of information about any pay-as-you-earn income that you have, any national insurance credits that you have, child benefit, any state pension contribution, and this will allow you then to be able to access your personal tax account and also access the government grant. To be able to access then, rather than go through all those steps again, you'd have your user ID and the password that you've set up. It'll ask you then to authorize that with a code to your phone, and you'll be able to access that system then.